Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Pleb. In today's story, Justin Trudeau posts a video of himself getting a booster and gets absolutely ratioed. This week on X, Trudeau posts a video of himself getting his booster and the internet absolutely destroys him. As well, tonight, what the hell is going on with Christy Freeland, who was seen this week shaking and tweaking all over a stage? And in our last story, Stephen Gibo gets himself laughed out of Parliament just like Jagmeet Singh. You won't want to miss tonight's story. Stick around. Today's episode has been brought to you by Beaver Bitcoin, Canada's best Bitcoin exchange. You guys want to know what makes Bitcoin valuable to me? It's the fact that Justin Trudeau calls it garbage, the fact that Justin Trudeau trashes it. Literally everything Trudeau does is wrong. He fails at absolutely everything. So when Trudeau says Bitcoin sucks, the pleb goes ahead and drops his entire net worth in Bitcoin. I'm not even kidding. So if you guys want the asset that Trudeau hates the most, head over to beaverbitcoin.com. Links in the description below. Thanks for sponsoring today's report. And for those of you who are not subscribed to me already, smash the subscribe button because this channel exposes Justin Trudeau the hardest. And he absolutely hates the fact that my subscribers just keep growing. So if you want to piss off Trudeau, smash subscribe. And let's start the report. Welcome to your Friday report. We're going to have a fun one here today. We got Justin Trudeau going and putting out another video where he's getting a booster and embarrassing himself on the world stage, getting ratioed to death. But before we do that, I want to show you guys a video. It's an important one. It shows the decline of Canada, and this is why I have this channel, because I am trying to combat the decline of this country, and I want to show you guys exactly how bad the damage is that Justin Trudeau has done to this country. Roll it.
Time where politics is divided and toxic in so many ways.
In 2015, a promise echoed across our land, real change, a promise of hope, of progress, of a better Canada. Our nation's youth embraced this vision simply based on the legalization of marijuana, but little did we know that real change would arrive indeed. Our once mighty economy began to wither, with resource jobs slipping away like grains of sand through our fingers. As we watched in despair, our national debt clock spiraled into a grotesque, insurmountable burden. Our energy industry, the backbone of our nation, lay in ruins, a victim of propaganda and virtue signaling. Our global standing, once held in high regard, now teetered on the precipice of irrelevance, isolating Canada from the world. Divisiveness reigned, and our unity shattered like glass on concrete.
To be a politician, this is a time where politics is divided and toxic in so many ways.
Laws meant to protect us were exploited for sinister government control.
Okay. Now, when it comes to attacking freedom, this government just can't help itself. They are absolutely committed to censoring what we can see, what we can say, and what we can hear online.
Promises were shattered, and the hallowed ground of freedom trampled upon.
We are committed to ensuring that the 2015 election will be the last federal election using first past the post.
Registering your guns is just the first step towards taking away guns from everyone. That's never going to happen because here in Canada, we have a culture that has grown up with guns and that respects the need to go out into the wilderness and shoot things from.
It is no longer permitted to buy, sell, transport, import, or use.
What a scumbag. Sorry, I'm going to rewind this here.
Taking away guns from everyone. That's never going to happen because here in Canada, we have a culture that has grown up with guns and that respects the need to go out into the wilderness and shoot things.
It is no longer permitted to buy, sell, transport, import, or use military-grade assault weapons in this country.
Scandals cast a long, dark shadow over the integrity of our leadership. Our economic lifeline severed, our future held hostage. Record inflation, a housing crisis, and food costs soaring beyond reach. Canadians were left to bear the burden. Economic decisions left to the inexperienced. A school teacher and a journalist had consequences, crippling our nation. Norms shattered, the Emergency Act invoked, and the unjust seizure of citizens' hard-earned money, including donations from supportive citizens.
So you're confirming that accounts have been frozen, both personal and...
Innocent citizens arrested, unjustly detained, their freedoms discarded like yesterday's news. The world laughed as our leader paraded in a ceaseless spectacle of empty virtue.
A creep fucking dictator for a prime minister, and that's what he is.
Divisive politics tore the nation apart, and the leader assumed power with only 32% of the vote. Peaceful Canadians labeled as racists, Nazis, and homophobic for daring to raise their voices.
Ils sont extrémistes.
Qui croient pas dans la science, qui sont souvent misogynes, souvent racistes aussi. C'est un petit groupe, mais qui prend de la...
But despair will not define us, and hardship shall not break us.
Let's go.
There's a beacon of hope on the horizon.
Tonight begins the journey to replace an old government that costs you more and delivers you less with a new government that puts you first.
Together we rise, rebuild, and demand the real change we were promised. A future where true change isn't just a promise but a legacy. A Canada where hope reigns, unity prevails, and greatness is within reach.
That unity that we have is what we want for our Canada.
Yeah, okay, that video was absolute fire. It started out all cold, somber, Trudeau destroying Canada, but it ended on a good note with a ray of sunshine, some actual hope for this country with Pierre Poilievre. Well done, Contrarian Tribe, on that edit. That was actually really good. In our next story, our Prime Minister is still getting boosters in 2023. Yes, in what I call a basic IQ test, taking that booster. Justin Trudeau is failing once again at showing any sign of intelligence as he posted a video on X this week of himself getting a booster. And oh boy, did this video ever get itself ratioed. Now this has 11,000 likes, as you can see, with 22,000 comments. Let's go and watch this video that got Justin Trudeau ratioed. Just like gonna roll up his sleeve. Okay, I'm gonna rewind this, but oh my god, it's ridiculous. Okay, here we go. Justin Trudeau with the vaccine causes adults t-shirt, just trying to gaslight people yet again. Let's watch this. She rubs her right.
Here we go. Thumbs up. Thank you so much, as always.
Vaccines cause adults. Okay, guys, let's do an analysis here. We got to break this down here because it's absolutely ridiculous. Let's watch this again, okay? Okay, so she's rubbing his left arm in the video with his tattoo. Let's notice this, okay? She's rubbing with rubbing alcohol on the left arm, but appears to be putting the shot in his right arm. What? Can someone explain this? Can someone explain this? Okay, so she puts rubbing alcohol on the left arm but gives a shot in the right arm. Is this a joke? Is this a joke?
Thank you so much, as always.
Thank you so much, as always. Okay, does anyone see an actual needle here? Is there a needle? Is there a needle? Let me slow this down here. Is there an actual needle? Let me get this in. I do not see. I just see her putting on a Band-Aid. So here she's literally just rubbing some kind of rubbing alcohol. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Okay, she rubs it on his left arm, but here she's rubbing his right arm. But there's no needle. There's no friggin' needle. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Okay, one more time. Okay, just look at him stare at the wall like the potato that he is. Okay, he's potato boying right now, staring at the wall. Okay, let's analyze this one last time. Do you guys see a shot going in here? Is he getting? Why is it the video just cuts there? Eh? Why? Where's the shot? Where's the shot? Do you guys see a shot? Am I crazy? Tell me in the comments. Tell me in the comments. Did Trudeau actually get a shot here? Am I nuts? Okay, and the best part, watch this. Trudeau's gonna roll down his sleeves. He's rolling down his sleeves for his fake shot. Oh my God, what an absolute actor. All this guy does is act. It's absolutely unreal. Okay, so when I showed you guys this video at the start and this post had 11,000 likes but 22,000 comments, in the business, we call this a ratio. And you just know that this comment section is filled with absolute gold. Let's go ahead and read some of the comments. Our first comment comes from friend of the channel, Cat Canada, with the classic "Govern Me Harder" daddy meme. You know, that meme is so great that I actually have it on a t-shirt at home, but yes, classic meme. We're off to a good start. Our next comment here comes from Viva Fry, who instead of Justin Trudeau's "vaccine causes adults" shirt, he took it upon himself to remix it here and writes that "COVID jabs cause myocarditis." Well played. Andrew Tate's brother Tristan ratios Justin Trudeau by writing, "Bro, you missed the last line of text on your shirt. To die suddenly." Brad Mills, one of the founders of Beaver Bitcoin, writes, "What's going on here? Did he get 2 shots, 1 in each arm? Did he even get a shot? Guys, tell me in the comments, tell me in the chat. Did he even get it?" Megan's Mole just nails it here when she writes, "Who rubs alcohol on the right arm and puts a band-aid on the left arm? You lied about getting any vaccine. Stop lying again." I'm not buying it. Melissa Tate writes, "Trudeau is a tyrant. We don't listen to tyrants." Salty Cracker had a hilarious comment here saying that noodle arms must be a side effect of bullshit vaccines. Damn. Do you know who doesn't have spaghetti arms? Pierre Poilievre. The dude is pretty jacked. Our next comment here comes from the Texas One saying, "I see why your wife left you." Ouch. One of my favorite comments here comes from Single Moms Posting L's, who writes, "Imagine if it was testosterone." Can you imagine? Maybe Trudeau wouldn't cross his legs or sit like a girl or even jog like a girl. Hell, I'm on team testosterone. Trudeau, take some testosterone. You may actually get respected from men. And our last comment here from Donut Operator, which is the winner of the thread, okay? The biggest ratio, 32,000 likes to 11,000 likes, telling Justin Trudeau, "Get effed." What an absolute brutal comment section. I mean, every single comment section on a Trudeau post is this brutal, but you know, when he gets ratioed on things like booster videos, it just holds a special place in my heart. Well done, internet. Well done. In our next story, what the heck is going on with Christy Freeland? Now, she's been known to tweak around and act erratic at press conferences, but new video emerged this week from a press conference where she was shaking and tweaking harder than I have ever seen her before. Let's watch this footage together.
Mr. Freeland discussed or mentioned the shared priorities that the two governments have. I'm wondering, would you describe a carbon tax exemption on natural gas for Manitoba as one of your
Look at her,
priorities?
she can't stay straight.
I think our priority today is to share the news with Manitobans that your federal government, your provincial government are working together to put people to work. I think Manitobans in every region want to see the people that they send to elected office work together to improve things like healthcare, like making life more affordable, like tackling the humanitarian crisis that is homelessness, and that is no longer just confined to downtown Winnipeg, but actually permeates the entirety of our province. And so
what is going on here?
From the recent election that our top priority is always healthcare and making life more affordable.
Oh, man.
And I think that the other big thing that we've articulated over our recent campaign.
What's going on with Christy Freeland, guys? Tell me in the chat. What is going on with Freeland here?
Campaign and time in office is that the economic horse pulls the social cart. And I think where the priorities align for the government of Canada and the government of Manitoba is that, yes, the economic horse pulls the social cart, but a clean, safe, healthy environment is the path on which that economic horse walks.
All right, I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving a diagnosis here, but you know who will give diagnoses is comment sections on the internet where everyone is pretty much a doctor. So without further ado, let's go read the comments under this video and see what the people think is wrong with Christy Freeland. Our first comment here comes from Bradshaw, who says, "She has a serious problem." We know. Now the question is, what is that serious problem? Let's further investigate the comments. Mark Lobo says it's Mark Carney pulling the strings on Christy Freeland. You know what? I actually really like that one. Our next comment comes from La Vittoria, who writes, "We'll do this." I can't say the word for demonetization, but it rhymes with Rogaine. Rogaine will do this to you. Okay, that's another diagnosis. What about Nova Scotia? Blackface 420 writes, yes, 100%. This is what people who are on meth, I'll say myth for the demonetization, or too many amphetamine meds when in public and think everyone knows they're onto something. That actually maybe makes sense. That actually makes sense. How about you guys tell me down below? Does that actually make sense? Or how about this one from Kareen, who writes, this is what happens to someone who can see a jail cell in her future. Damn. I mean, how about you guys tell me in the comments down below, what's wrong with Christy Freeland? I want to hear your diagnosis. In our next story, the Minister of Environment and Climate Change Canada, Stephen Gibo, is having himself quite a terrible week. And it all started with this clip here, where he declared to the world that a liberal, that he's a proud socialist. Watch this.
We're talking, Mr. Speaker, so I was sitting. I'm a liberal and a proud socialist, Mr. Speaker.
Proud socialist, eh? Tell us something we don't know already, Mr. Gibo. But the story gets better because Andrew Scheer was trolling Stephen Gibo in the House this week for missing his emissions targets, and Stephen Gibo's response to Andrew Scheer got him absolutely laughed and mocked. Watch this clip.
They can huff and they can puff, but their carbon tax house is falling down because it was built on two pillars which have completely collapsed. The first, that it is revenue neutral. Well, the Prime Minister's own budget watchdog has said that Canadians pay far more in the tax than anything they hope to receive. The second is that it would allow the government to hit their own emissions targets. Well, the Liberal-appointed Environment Commissioner confirmed this week that they have no hope of hitting their targets even with the carbon tax. So after 8 years of failure, will the Prime Minister put his ego aside, admit he has a tax plan, not an environmental plan?
Okay,
the
watch
Minister
this.
for the Environment and Climate Change.
Here we go.
Mr. Speaker, we're getting there. We're 85% of the way to meeting our 2030 targets.
I love it. Bro, that's the way we should respond to every single liberal. Just laugh in their face because everything they say is stupid. Just laugh right in their face, bro. They're nuts.
For the Environment and
Let's
Climate
watch them
Change.
laugh again.
Mr. Speaker, we're getting there. We're 85% of the way to meeting our 2030 targets.
Oh, what a dweeb. In our next story, you guys remember the MP this week who gave the middle finger in the House of Commons to Conservatives?
Mr. McDonald Avalon. Mr. McDonald Avalon. Mr.
Yeah, you guys remember Ken McDonald, right? Who gave the middle finger? Or how about his buddy here who was laughing at Ken McDonald giving the finger? You guys remember this story, right? Right? Now, what I'm about to show you is absolutely hilarious, and it's from the fallout from this middle finger. Per Blacklock's reporter here, Liberal MP McDonald Avalon, Mike McDonald, accused of rude finger gesture during carbon tax vote, complains he's received mean tweets that frightened his staff. Seriously? He's complaining that he's receiving mean tweets and it's scaring his staff. Oh no. Now, this just furthermore proves that the left are absolute crybullies like the Rachel Gilmores. They go out and they dish it, and they get mad when people swing back. Yes, this guy acted like an a-hole in the House of Commons. Completely inappropriate. What did he expect the response was going to be? He's mad that he's receiving some mean tweets? Hey, Mr. McDonald, how about not giving the finger in the House of Commons? Like, when will the left accept any responsibility for their actions? These people are absolutely delusional. And this story from Blacklock's and Ken McDonald's response to the finger controversy just shows you how childish and ridiculous the left truly is. Absolute hypocrites. And in our last story, I'm going to leave you guys off with a laugh here. I'm going to give a shout out to this pickup truck. I don't know who you are, but this person wrapped Trudeau in the back of his truck, put a clown nose on him, and wrote, "Does this ass make my truck look big? This may be the funniest truck I've ever seen." What do you guys think? All right, guys, that's a wrap for today's video, but let me ask you a question. For real, what is going on with Christy Freeland? I want to know what you guys think. Is it a medical disorder? Is it drugs? Is it nervousness? Like, what is her situation? I want to know. Internet doctors, tell me in the comments down below, what's wrong with Christy Freeland? And as usual, guys, thank you for watching. If you want to support me anymore, share this video out, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, tell your friends about the Pleb Reporter. Hey, you can even buy a membership. I appreciate you guys. I love you. Mwah. I'll see you guys at the next one. Peace.